It's going to be the next. That will be one of the next focuses. I'm
Look,
assuming
I'm not mad
after
at
we
you.
get over this week.
Just disappointed.
3 down and locked. Let's land over there.
The market makes you feel insane. I mean, you're telling me. I think that's why I want you to understand all this, because you watched it real time if you were here. I'm just saying, I stood by it from the minute Powell spoke. I was saying they're not pausing, and I don't know. It did feel insane. The market will make you feel insane, because I'm like, how in the world do 99.1% of people or big money believes this, when I'm like, it'll make you feel like you're going psycho, because I'm like, there's no way I'm the only one who sees this. I'm like, what did I get wrong? But sure enough, you give it a couple of weeks, there you go.
Oh, I fucked up.
So, ta-da! But now we got to do the same shit for all of this. Uh-oh, McHenry stepping back.
Bam! There goes a boozle. Third.
And then Treasury Yellen and IMF chief to meet over Article 4.
Bogey here.
6 months into this trading game. Well, even then, even if you started trading, bro, like at any other time, it's naturally difficult. However, this isn't like this, bro. This is a very difficult. The last 2 years are insane. If you don't understand, I can name you so many like historical like people that I look up to in markets who are still doing awful. It's quite the fascinating year, even last year too. So it will be naturally more challenging on top of what trading already provides. So hopefully you don't let that discourage you, and hopefully it teaches you some things, and you go at the right pace with that in mind. With default mess with money markets, default would theoretically affect everything, right? So in theory it affects everything, and then some people would argue, you know, there would still be a recovery. So yes, it would affect even money markets. Money markets should have some protection, assuming they moved around, but money markets are pinned to short-term bonds. Going on is optimism right now. It's what I was telling you yesterday. Because there's only 2 days left now, and the attitude, and after some of the updates yesterday, people are really getting to the logic that a deal will be made today or tomorrow, and that's it. So we're up on the optimism, but so far the early headlines do not sound good. Again, the McHenry headline, someone in the chat said it, but it's not on the wire. But it's or actually, where is it? 9:15. Yeah, no. But it's right now the talks don't look as good, but we'll see. But even yesterday, they were like, "Oh, it's looking bad." At first, they were like, "It's looking good." Then they said it's looking bad, and then they were like, "It's looking good. It's looking good." And then that factored into today. But I think this is all just optimism. I do think we could sell the news. I said it. I think once debt ceiling is resolved, we could go up in 1 to 2 days, and then I believe it'll come down after that. However, the thing is, don't focus too much on what the market is going to do. Do I think that will be important? And will some of our analysis feed into what the market will do? Yes, of course. But just don't we just need to get rid of this event, is what I'm trying to say. Is the event risk, once we get over it, we get a resolution, the market will do one thing, but now the main focus is going to shift to bonds, to refunding, and now everything else that we're kind of packaging into today, like the PCE, as well as, you know, the Fed, the rate hike odds, and how it's now going back to pricing in a rate hike. So it's, once we get around the debt ceiling, we could start reacting to different things, I believe. I'm hoping. But that's the reason why, in watching the event risk fade, that's what I'm looking for. But then afterwards, it'll move the market, but then it's really about the next thing we're going to be focusing on.
There's people still here.
Turkey election. That's terrible precedent moving forward. I don't think it does. If they raised rates in June, I don't think any terrible precedent was set because it was all in writing. I'm just dude, the market was just too eager for a pause. I wish we could go back to we can, but I'm telling you, it was weird. Everybody's been doing this for the whole year. The slightest sign, it's literally like the Dumb and Dumber, where she's like, I will never go out with you ever, and they're like, so I got a chance. Like, that's exactly what it was like. So I don't think it's a terrible precedent. And guess what? Even if you think it is a terrible precedent, I wouldn't even say it's a precedent because Powell already did this last year. Oh, I thought you were saying if we actually ended up raising in June. I'm like, no, I think we could easily raise in June. He did that, I think, last June or July, where day before the meeting, they got the data and they pivoted from 50 to 75 instantly.
1 sec. Healing up.
Gotta patch myself up.
If they default to value health maturity, a regional theoretically knows, right? Because the rates would shoot up. That would cause a bank collapse. It wouldn't. So the rates would shoot up and that would hurt them. But then if we defaulted, the Fed will cut interest rates. You got to realize that. If we had a default and the credit market got frozen, do you realize Jerome Powell would be doing an emergency meeting this weekend and cutting rates? That's if there was a default. So there would be a temporary spike in yields because of the default, but then after the intervention, the rates would shoot down because Powell would have to intervene.
Round 2, beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far. Hope you like
TLT
exercise.
3.0. It would go deeper. We would have again, I like it would cause catastrophe and opportunity, but you know, I'm hoping we don't have to figure it out. I'm hoping I never acquire this skill.
New kill leader.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see. And I was even talking to it with you a little bit because it's like I was thinking about it, like, because with debt ceiling, a lot of people ignore it. A lot of people don't like it. And I was thinking, because I was like, back in the day, I used to freak out way more about the debt ceiling. I feel nowadays I've been jaded and I've kind of calmed down a little bit, but it's like I know why, because growing up, I'm younger. I started trading when I was 14 years old. So my first experiences with the debt ceiling, this is why I would always freak out. My first experiences with the debt ceiling were always bad. Literally, my first experience, 2011, that was the worst. I experienced that within my first couple of years trading, right? Again, 2013, they took that one down to the wire. I was fully in markets by then too. So it's just like every single time I've seen it in my life, in starting post great financial crisis, it has been a shit show every single time I've watched it. So that's where but now it's funny because this time I'm like, I feel a little bit better about it, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I also feel worse about it too. So, but it's the recent history behind all of this has just been wild.
Patch myself up.
Hold up. Healing.
Rings far and closing in 45. Probably gonna have to run. Got the banner. Time to...
Alert 5, Valkyrie on
Conoco to
standby,
buy
ready
the
to
rest of Surmont from Total Energies for $3 billion. We're waiting for bad news, or we're waiting for confirmation of the
card
deal.
is not located in your seat pocket.
Again, Conoco's buying somebody. Yeah, they're going off a bit.
Sending out my decoy.
We can
They
cruise,
currently
but got
hold
ourselves a respawn
50%
beacon.
interest in operator Surmont.
Wake up, rings moving. Thing hurts. Triple take here.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna read here for you. That one headline, it said bond traders say June Fed meeting is now live. Bond traders view today's data as strong. Macro accounts sold treasuries outright and initiated flatteners after investors up bets on a rate hike at the June Federal Reserve meeting. Investors are banking on further inversion, initiating mostly 2 and 10 flatteners, according to dealers that saw the flow. The spread between the two maturities inverted 78.8 basis points, the most since mid-March. Fed swaps now price in 58% chance of a rate hike. That's even lower now, or higher now. At the June 14 meeting, that's up from 50% on Thursday and 17% a week ago. Cleveland Fed Loretta Mester said PCE data confirms inflation is still too high. They may revise their inflation forecast at the June Fed gathering. She too thinks everything is on the table for June. Flows in cash treasuries are not overwhelming, and futures volume has been elevated amid heavy rollover activity in the June contract ahead of the first day on Wednesday. Fridays are fun, baby. I can't believe it's Friday. It's only 9:32, so we still got half the day running up here towards the high at a much slower pace, but it's doing the little squeeze mode. 39 million in volume on the day. We are at hour 3, so pretty active in volume too. 41.96.
Give him my shield to recharge. You got bamboozled. Look at you.
Marvel pop. Oh, I already got out of it. Yeah, I'm out. They hit another high. I sold out a team too. She is high. MU. SMCI chilled out. APTV on the high. Positive.
1 minute until close.
Dash.
Rings nearby.
And where's Desi? And then MPW. So it's holding a little better today, but I don't know. Real estate stocks, they're doing
Got
decent.
some materials for us.
45 to go. Fortunately, radar says the ring's close.
Bamboozles for the fools.
UWMC looking good
That was better
again.
on my mind.
Just wait till they mention AI. You know UWMC is going to mention AI, right?
Ring's close, and it's a good
I'm
thing.
telling you now.
Only have 30 seconds left.
That's my tinfoil. Yeah, I'm still in MPW. I'm looking for a squeeze. I want a short-term squeeze on it. I love the long-term for it.
Out here.
But I'm only up like 30 bucks on my potential squeeze shares.
Go for bird.
Go bamboozle.
But UWMC, they're going to
10
mention
seconds.
AI.
The ring is basically knocking on
You
the
know
door.
why? Because after like a month and a half of crypto going crazy, you know Matt was like, yo, we'll do crypto mortgages now. If anybody, you could pay your mortgage crypto. That's it. So they give him another quarter. He's gonna be like, we got AI.
Someone's getting
We doing AI right now. We doing.
Check
He
it out,
loves
check
it. He
package
knows what
coming in.
trendy individual. He likes the trend.
Get the bamboozling.
Tesla, yeah, Tesla's either gonna break out or it's gonna just sell off again. Again, it did the same thing, I believe, at the same price. Or no, we got about 193 for $5. Stephanie Link CNBC sells Disney. I'm still in buy. Yeah, that came down. I'm only up 50 bucks on it now. Maybe next week it'll do a lot better. But I like it. I'll take those. I'm fixing it. If that turns into a negative flip, that'd be wild, but I'm down with it. I might squeeze that one for a little, or I might swing that one for a little bit longer.
Fucking tried.
Broadcom at 800.
Teammates suck dick.
Conoco pairs decline after deal to buy rest of Surmont. Socks on the high, SOXX. SPY even hitting a high. Is that 4202? Damn. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? 420307. You just set a new high on that one. Javier Mota. Mota. What's up, baby? God bless you. You know, I know what Mota means. I learned that early
Care
in San
package over
Diego.
there.
Oh, where is the big banks? I haven't looked at like JPM. Nvidia short sellers get scorched, racking up $2 billion in paper losses Thursday. AVGO. You got to turn on the GIF. So if you click the buy membership button, there might be like settings or like little dots, and you want it to click it and just say that it says allow gifts. That's my real last name. Your name's Javier Weed? Mota. Mota. First time after moving to DC from Miami. Great to be back in the chat, bro. No way. No way. How did you go from Miami to Washington, D.C.? What in the Jeffrey? Never mind. How did you do that? That's crazy.
I'm already inside the ring. That's aces.
Man, congrats. I hope you enjoy it. I was just talking about D.C. I was telling my girlfriend, like, when I went to D.C., it's a cool place. I'm glad I got to, like, I've been to the Supreme Court. I've got to see everything. I was like, wow, it's a lot of history out there, man. It's cool. Nvidia is still up there again. Marvel was just going. Broadcom, dude, how is Broadcom at $800 almost? That's insane. That's crazy. Bro, 784. Remember when we traded it? We couldn't even get past like 600 for like a month. What was it? Yeah, remember? And like we kept getting trapped on the 600, and then it finally broke. These guys are crazy. All these chip makers, man, it's wild. The Tesla news is worse than useless. No, I think it's a big deal for them. I think it's a very good move for Elon. Elon is just pimping out his infrastructure network, which is genius, but as a Tesla driver, it's going to be a nightmare. Dude, last thing you want is more lines at these Tesla chargers. You have no idea. And now all of the other not Teslas are going to share. Oh my gosh, bro. It's going to be a nightmare. That's it. It's good for Elon. It's good for Tesla, but we'll see if people don't freak out. I freak out more than what's it called, but like I freak out about the charging times. Some people don't really care, but that'd be crazy. Reasonable. What are you doing, Justin? Reasonable? Are you the reasonable deal? Reasonable? Justin? I think Justin. That's it. The debt ceiling negotiation. He's like, we're getting a deal done. It's a reasonable deal. I'm not moving to spending. Reasonable. Spending. We're working hard. We're working hard. No, default's off the table. I know, Justin. It's happened to me. Debt ceiling. Yen, Japanese yen. The Chinese. They have it. It's gonna come. The debt ceiling news is gonna happen during the day, after the market, or it's gonna happen tomorrow. Anything else, we're fucked. Oh no! Everybody's getting involved, even Troy. Oh my gosh! The chat is being blessed. Bless the chats. Yeah, bro. Why is Memorial Day so hype, bro? I did not think Memorial Day. I did not know y'all celebrated it like this. Because in my family, we don't do anything I've never gotten a gift for Memorial Day. And y'all have blessed me, and you have also blessed other chads in here. So, I don't know, man. Let's go, baby. Oh, Gabriel. Bro, this is crazy. Chad. Bro, God bless. Bro, let's go. You would have gave more, but you got a mortgage. And honestly, man, dude, I said it. All of this is very humbling, man. I don't know what it is today. Every time I feel like I need to work even harder, but like, yo, nothing is ever required or asked for. So if you took it upon yourself, man, any amount, it's from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because it's never expected. And like for real, like, you know, it's never required or needed, and you guys are just showing out love, and I'm glad it goes to another Chad, and you get people, some of the members there too, so they could take advantage of the post. That's about it. But for real, man, don't even trip and don't even ever feel like you guys need to. And dude, hard work,
Master of the jump.
show
Right here.
love, and, you know, give back to the Chad, and that positive and respectfulness. That's all we need, man. So thank you for all of you, for real.
Stay
For
close.
real.
I'm the jump master.
I need a weapon.
You guys got no plays. Watch the market. Let's talk about whether or not it's going to pull back. Oh, no, we just made a play. We closed out a lot of plays today. We hit Marvel in the morning. We hit Amazon on a daily option, 200 to 700%, depending on when you sold out of it. We hit Team. That's an older one. Also in the Tesla shares as well. And our MPW from yesterday's coming back now. So we got a couple of plays, but I would just, like, we haven't really moved too much in the last 2 hours. We're at the top of the range, and now there is still a big thing in the background. ARK Investment, Kathy Woods on Bloomberg. There it is on Haru. You guys want to let's hear Kathy or no? Or she's coming up on air. Is this her?
Language. You actually speak in English. Thank you for that'll help you with it.
You got the best people in here. We got a lot of good people in here, man. It's amazing. That's why. It's just, you will always know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you'll hear things you don't like or not, but we'll show up every day. We'll never ask anything from you. And that's why it's just like, I hope the parameters do attract the best. And there is, you know, there's a reason to be here. And it's beautiful that we're able to all kind of connect on it and even share with each other. So yalla. Netflix going up. Yeah, that put got destroyed. Not really, but really, $20. That's half of it, almost.
Thanks, beautiful.
Nvidia now, they're going, and then all the other chip makers. SMH again. Broadcom is going. Nvidia is like really popping.
I think this place needs a little more.
Seeing the love, sparks of love. God bless Jade Chad. I'm usually on the Twitch for audio. I know, Philo Warrior, huh? You really are on the Twitch, bro. Let's go. Let's go. And don't forget about that. I just hit the Twitch with the horn. Because I know they showing love. They need that. They need that. They like the horn. That's the thing. The Twitch never judges me.
Crafting it up.
Marvel keeps going. We could have probably made another $100 off that. Tesla still even maybe 195. AI is on the high now. Netflix, dude, Netflix 370s? I should have just bought a call. That's crazy. But that one till next week, but that's still pretty wild. Avivi, nah, let Avivi keep dumping. I think this is a decent price, but it's still very expensive for Avivi. Because again, the last thing, if you're buying a dividend name and it's not at a 10-year low, the last thing you want is to buy a dividend name, get a decent dividend, but then if it drops another 10-15%, then you just paid too high. Last thing you want is, you don't want to pay premium for your yield, essentially. So, do I think this is a better price relatively? Of course. I mean, this shit was just trading at almost 170. Now it's at 130. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a temporary, there's a deal depending on what time frame you're looking at it. But I'm just worried if it goes a little lower, because now that's still a premium to some of the higher ranges. So I would say like low 130s. SU getting murked. J Max showing love. Yeah, Suncor. Check any of the other ones too. Check like Tan and anything else. Delia, oh my. Bro. Dude, I don't know if this is going to be a record today, but this is crazy, because I know on one day, like, Edgar's came in crazy before. But this is, y'all are still going crazy out here, man. God bless you. You could tell it's Friday, and we got the holiday. 419.88 on the S&P. or SPY, you're going up a little bit. Again, trying to hit a new high. This is above 403. And then SU is dying. Don't have news on that. Again, all of your other techs are moving, and the chips just kind of got a second wave. Maybe keep an eye on bank stocks too, because they were moving up earlier. So they're starting to kind of hit, but everything's hitting. I mean, healthcare, energy, and utilities, only thing red. Qualcomm now on the high. Or no, that's QQQM, not Qualcomm. I think Qualcomm's the only chip maker that's still cheap out of all of this. Oh, Marvel, another one. I told you, I made my sacrifices, though.
Hostile right here, right in front of me.
I hope you rode them home. You'd love it if Josh left QBTS on the screen. I would too, but again, if it is just like a penny stock runner, just don't fall in love with it. You know what I'm saying? But you called this out 4 days in a row, and it has only gone with all this AI stuff. But I get cautious on some of these. I feel you. But that thing's killing. That's the quantum computing. So literally, Huey in the Twitch chat has brought it up every single day. I have brought it up when you would tell me about it, but that's it. We didn't really like focus on it. What's quantum? QTUM?
Open the door right
Defiance Quantum
Take out the
ETF.
new kill leader. They're too cocky.
I think Qualcomm could be a good chip exposure that's cheaper, because they just need to pivot into the AI bullshit. They do Netflix 380. Are you kidding me?
Watch out. Breaking up
Oh my goodness. Quantum computing ETF, yes. It's ETF, that's the dollar stock. It's 3 days. This thing was at 60 cents. But yeah, you've been on it, QE. That's it. It was just a penny stock that'd be up 100% every day. But there has been they've pretty much quantum computing AI hand in hand. Or it's kind of the sympathy to the AI hype.
Extended supply bin over there.
Who made me member? Oh man, Gabriel, J Pitch, baby, follower of the word. Whoa. These are all new? Yo, bro, how? Chad, all right, man, I love y'all. What that Percy, Daily on, Compound, follow. You guys better be turning your gifts on. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Oscar too. Happy holiday. Happy Memorial Day. Oh, I broke it. Look at what you guys did. Oh, dude, it sounds like someone's dying.
Replicator here,
Yeah.
falling down.
I found a little something extra. Enemy close by.
Oh, McHenry, debt deal has got to come together. House Republican McHenry speaks to report. That first headline sounded very negative, but market is in la-la land still. Zero reaction. So see if he drops any bombs.
You here?
Yeah.
Where is this guy? McHenry is Bowtie guy, the head of the House Financial Services, or Financial Stability, or one of those. Financial Services, I think. One nation under God. Thanks, who have went to the Lord for our freedom on Monday. Thanks, Dad. Amen, bro. Straight up, man. Shout out to veterans. That really is what this day is about, man. So, hell yeah, bro. I'm with you, bro. Shout out to the vets. You're much smarter than I thought, man. Amen to that. God bless you. Let's go. Horn! Oh, wait, I don't have a horn. Oh, okay, I gotta go get a backup horn. Please hold. Wait, hold on, though. I'll leave after. Let's see what McHenry says. Again, we don't have a live feed, but he's speaking to reporters. First one, he said we got to get a deal to come together. Then it's going up. Oh, Kathy Woods is speaking now too.
And as you said, Apple. There are many people who think that even Amazon is going to be disrupted not only by social commerce, so people just shopping through Instagram and other social media sites. But it also could be disintermediated as if consumers use ChatGPT and other AI tools to say, I want exactly this kind of item at the cheapest price anywhere in the world. And it would go directly to that source. So, any platform that has served as, an intermediary is at risk, we would say.
You've name-checked a couple of Meta's things now, Instagram, and you mentioned Llama. Is Meta something that you're doubling down on from an AI perspective?
So Meta is interesting to us. We do like what it is doing. We love its sophistication and the fact that Mark Zuckerberg is now prioritizing artificial intelligence as opposed to the metaverse, which was really what he was focused on last year. So yes, we're interested in Meta's play here. We don't have it in the flagship portfolio. We do have it in other portfolios.
We're speaking with Kathy Wood, CEO, Chief Investment Officer of ARK Invest. Just to go back to where we started in NVIDIA, is there any entry point that gets you back in? You've actually been selling out from some of the other funds a little bit, perhaps, with the profit you've recently taken in the run-up in the last couple of days. Anything that, despite its heady valuation, make you go, okay, it's not going to be disrupted in the way that we were worrying. We're not going to see the supply chain
Sweden cut to junk by Fitch. Sweden's SBB.
Anything for a price, I would say. If this cycle were to work, we tend to think we're going to have a harder landing than most economists do. If the cycle were to hit it, and NVIDIA surprisingly gets hit very hard by cycles because the inventory build-ups, and I would say we're in one of those right now, are so spectacular. If we have
Meta
a combination
52.
of a correction and the recognition by the marketplace, perhaps, that some of these models don't have to be as large and don't need as much computing power as more companies use more specialized models.
Even Snap is up?
Of a reality check.
What?
NVIDIA is just a very powerful company. They are so exquisitely positioned in the space, but you're paying for it now.
Having bought it at $4, how did it make you feel in your stomach when you saw 180 billion added?
Stupid. She made bait.
The frustration yesterday
was
was
in it
another
before
one
everybody.
of our AI plays, UiPath, reported a quarter and revealed some products, AI products, and really
that's what I was
opened
telling
the
you.
kimono a little bit more in terms of what
12%
it is doing on the AI front. And it's
of
going to be one of
returns
the
are from
most
NVIDIA.
interesting plays out there, I think. It was down 10% after beating numbers because it talked about the economy being somewhat variable, I think is the word it was using. It was focused on the macros, and that's what analysts focused on. Now it's having a good day. It's up about 10% today, I think.
Yeah, up 9% in the day. So you didn't feel any frustration about NVIDIA. You were more focused on UiPath.
Of course, and we publish our
McHenry
trades
says
at the end of
constant
every day.
contact with White
And
House
you'll see
team.
we bought UiPath in almost all of our portfolios: ARKK, ARKW, ARKF, ARKQ. We use those opportunities when we feel like the market isn't seeing something that we are, especially when it relates to artificial intelligence.
So tell us what you're seeing with XAI, or with Tesla's focus on AI. Today, Tesla getting bought because it's done a deal with Ford on its electrification and indeed the way in which you charge your cars. But what are we perhaps missing when it comes to being the #1 artificial intelligence?
Yes, let's
Yes,
go.
the autonomous taxi network that we believe Tesla is building. It has more data. Talk about proprietary data. It has more data of real-world driving miles than all of the other auto companies and technology companies like Waymo put together around the world, we would say, except for perhaps China, because we don't know exactly what's going on there. And we do believe that the autonomous taxi platform opportunity is a winner-take-most opportunity. The company that gets a person in an autonomous vehicle from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible is probably going to get the lion's share of the market, and that company will, in the United States, we believe, be Tesla. And we believe globally that opportunity will scale from zero today to $8 to $10 trillion in revenues by 2030. So you can see why we're so excited by Tesla. It is the furthest advanced from an AI point of view, and it's even becoming a manufacturer of factories using artificial intelligence and becoming more and more efficient in manufacturing factories and cars. We think it's the most efficient in the world right now.
And manufacturing in China, Kathy. And I'm interested in, you reference this worry about, maybe it's not a worry, you talk about, at least in the US. Are you looking at China, remaining exposed to China amid the trade tensions and indeed the tech tensions?
Yes, we... our history with China after COVID was we plowed in during COVID because we liked what China was doing from a monetary and fiscal point of view. They were not overdoing it. And then, of course, we entered the period starting in November of 20, where managements were basically banished from their companies, and there was one restriction and regulation after another. And so we pulled away quite significantly. Common prosperity, it seems, means very low profit margins and services that reach into Tier 1, Tier 2 cities. So JD Logistics and JD, we have some of that, but we have minimized our exposure until China basically seems more inviting to capital once again.
Let's talk politics closer to home. The debt ceiling, many would say debacle, debate, deal's still not done, default being uttered.
Debacle.
What do you think about that?
I'm a debacle guy.
With our 5-year investment time horizon and having
Tesla,
been around
the most
this
advanced
block
AI
a
stock,
number
is
of
running
times,
new high.
We know they're going to come to a deal. They are
Innovation
not going to
on the high.
deprive government employees of their paychecks, Social Security, so retirees of their paychecks. It'd be politically disastrous as we're heading into this election year, and already the field has heated up so significantly. So they're going to get through this. It's a very short-term phenomenon. It might be a short-term fix, and hopefully they do get serious about this at some point in time, but we don't think now's the time.
We're speaking with Kathy Wood, CEO and CIO of ARK Invest. You, of course, have been really frustrated yourself with the Federal Reserve. You've said
Dan McHenry had comments right now,
inflation is
too.
something they shouldn't be looking at. You still think that there's deflation out there, but then when we get a CPE or PCE print like we did today, the personal consumption expenditure, 3.4%, is that still, to you,
That's
the
a
wrong
real
data to
quote.
be looking at?
He said
or
next day,
you
2
think
or
deflation
3?
is coming after this swiftly?
Yes, I think when history books are written, we'll look back at this period and we'll see the sharp rise in inflation, which was caused by massive supply shocks from COVID and the war in Ukraine. And you will see, sharp increase, and it feels like so slowly coming down. But when you start looking at these charts in history, this decline will look very like it was very rapid, and we will descend into deflationary territory. Don Luswin wrote a piece, it was an editorial in the Wall Street Journal, I believe, about this. And I think the Fed is going to be blamed for sending us into a deflationary period. Already we're getting negative signs for guidance. Home Depot, its same-store sales down 3 to 5% for the year now they're expecting. We got GDI, which is the other
Could
side.
be
So
updates
global,
on the deal. Or the
gross
closing day
domestic
update.
income, which is the other side of gross domestic product. And they need to equal, but they're at a record gap right now. It's been negative, so in recession territory for the last 2 quarters. And I think many companies are going to feel a hard landing, and it's going to come both from units and prices. I think more and more companies are reporting this on their earnings report. these economic statistics that take all the oxygen out of the room are hugely lagging, and they're not even getting it right. If you look at the digital world, gross domestic product that statistic was devised in the industrial age. We're in the digital age right now. So we pay more attention to gross domestic income, which tends to be more accurate as we're seeing these inconsistencies.
Thank you for talking digital, talking the world economy with us on the day ahead of the long weekend. We wish you a good one. Cathy Wood, CEO, CIO of ARK Invest.
Cathy Wood. There it is. There it is. Now what? So if you just got a free membership and you don't know what to do with it, you really don't get much. However, we've been doing this, and for all of you who asked about the long term, just check out, go to the channel and click the community tab, and there's a lot of updates on here, and if you even keep scrolling, it's been a lot. We posted the PDUFAs for the month. You can get an update of the long term, because I'll post them elsewhere too, but this is just the easiest way for me to post things without having to keep up with any other social media.
That team just sucks, bro.
So that's pretty much the first place I would check out, and then you look pretty.
To be fair, that was no cover for me.
Cathy's the sign you were looking for. Time to sell
shoot
everything.
Anything, it's just fucking amazing.
No, I mean, she said all of that for a very long time. And I said it in the morning, though, too, because yesterday, you know, a lot of people keep bringing up how she sold out, but just keep in mind, the fourth largest gain to ARK from inception was NVIDIA for Cathy Wood. She bought that shit at $4. So even though she sold out in January, she was low-key very, very early on NVIDIA. Very, very early. Yeah, the same Cathy who sold it, but, like, that's what I'm saying. And people don't... If you look at the headline, it's supposed to give you FOMO. But if you look at the reality of it, Cathy Woods killed it on NVIDIA. Like, it's not like to... You know what I'm saying? It's not like a story of, like, oh, Cathy keeps making these, like, you know, like she's going crazy thinking everything's innovation and then selling the tops and bottoms. No, it's like she did very well with NVIDIA throughout her whole entire career. She was in it before most people, and she just cashed out. She just cashed out 1 quarter too early, but you know, again, $200 billion in one day of market cap. I mean, that's what everybody wanted. This dude, well, just no, I'm not a Cathy fan. I don't buy ARK. People ask me to buy ARK. I said no. I think if you ever wanted Cathy Wood's plays, you should cherry pick her portfolio, and you don't need all of that. I think her definition of deflation is insane. But I'm not I gotta give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing with it. But she has been, if anybody's fucking told you about AI, it was Cathy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody has told you about AI, it has been Cathy Wood. Like, it's not nobody else was like,
I'm pretty good at this.
innovation.
Okay,
Innovation.
I do
It's
lie.
like a
This time.
Oompa Loompa. She's an innovation Oompa Loompa. Innovation. Deflation. Technology. Deflation. AI. Deflation. So, I don't know. She's been on there. Well, she was talking AI for other reasons, but she was in NVIDIA since $4. Again, I think she piled it in for a lot of disruption, innovation, disrupted, innovation, disrupted. What? Deflation.
We should land there. Looks like fun.
That's the wire on the side over there.
And then Tesla.
Watch your
What
show.
price would I buy? Apple, $1, Bob.
I'm over here trying to see where I could get a scalp.
So the Hue Talk, I might have an edited version today,
I might just wait.
but then we're gonna see. So there's like, it's gonna be kind of weird because he wanted to like, we did an hour, and he has the first. He's putting out the first 30 minutes, but he's only putting out the other 30 minutes for his like paid subscribers. I'm gonna give you all of it, but if I want them to edit it, I'll have to wait for both versions. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. But I'll have one by today, and then if we don't want to wait too long, I could get the full one, but then I'd have to go ahead and get it myself. So we will see. But either way, I'd say sometime this weekend, and then it may come in 2 parts or not, but I'll have all of them for you. I've always really liked, you know, he's doing something for his subscribers, and I said, you know, here at the Cove, I must give everything away. So he understood, and he knows. So on our channel, we'll have all of it for you.
Enemy killed.
I won the second one.
It was a good talk. It was so weird. It's so weird how different it is from last one. That I didn't expect. So like we talked about some of the stuff of last time, but like, you know, last time we didn't we didn't end up looking at charts. Like, bro, this is great. I think some of you are gonna love it. Especially like, you know, kind of technical. We were talking macro charts. We were looking at a couple of different things. From the yen,
my teammates suck.
or the yuan, all the way down to even like gold stuff, and even we talked about the banks. We talked about Taiwan. We talked about the debt ceiling. What else was there, dude? It was just so. We talked about theta. We talked about options and shares and how to apply it to bond plays. Like we talked a lot about it. We had macro in there, but it was like remixed. I don't know. Like it's so crazy to think about. You know, there's like it was so much different than last time. But it's good. I think you guys will like it. I think you will like it. The market is on the optimism that today is the final day, and it seems to me that the stock market is betting that everybody is a baby back B-word and is going to do a deal no matter what because they don't have any other options. And I could get behind that a little bit, but let's see what happens. We don't have much time left.
Okay,
so thankfully this is almost over. You know that? So honestly, let's enjoy the holiday. We'll see what happens, but at the end, this is almost over, okay? And then it begins something new, but this part is almost over. So I hope you could take some part in that. But yeah, Newer's getting clapped. New relic, big candle. Newer, didn't they had something yesterday? Didn't they? Newer. I think they got a bunch. They got an upgrade in the morning. They got their price target raised. That's it. But they just died. Positive debt talks. Yes and no. I mean, the headline over the weekend was that they narrowed down the bill, that they potentially came to an agreement on the spending and where to do it. But then that's it. That's the only update we had. And the thing that was getting, you know, that was the final update. But what is making people so optimistic is that we have no more time left. So that if we're going to really find out if they're bluffing or not. You know how everybody, I'm sure you've heard it, how many people have said, oh, they've already made an agreement, this is all just for theater. So we're going to find that out.
Like, get off me,
the
nigga!
Optimism is really centered around that there's no more time left to fake negotiate.
He's so angry.
So as long as we get a deal today or tomorrow, everything is over.
Angry.
If not, then we enter into a wild setup from there. People are not optimistic. They are, unfortunately. The only sign of lack of optimism, I mean, and again, I'm just going off of asset prices, but the only sign that people are not optimistic is the bonds maturing on June 1st. I believe the yield is still around 6% right now. And that would be your only kink in the curve that shows you, like, real money. There is a worry. That's the only area that is present right now. Otherwise, your bonds are down, your gold is down, your equities are up, your dollar is up too. That's the other thing saying that this is not good. So, but those two things, dollar and then the short-term bond yields at maturity, Those are the only things that are worried right now. Everything else is showing optimism when you look at it. Again, even the bonds to a degree.
Attention. First blood.
First fatality. Let the games begin. Hey, amigos.
Now feeling risky. We have a good option tutorial. Description. I think that's even the most used option tutorial. It's called How to Find 1000% Gainers. Break down and understand how contracts move around. That's dope.
Reinforcing my Evo shield.
I wonder what it'd be like if I like saw him in person and he would get like excited. He'd be like, I know you. I don't think dogs talk, but yeah.
Christ.
Dude, what's up with Tesla? That's it. Dude, Tesla's up 7%. It hasn't had a day like this in a long time.
No way.
They're getting part of the AI wave now too, but now they're above earnings. So again, that was that Netflix lag. It's been a little bit. Let's go,
You raised the same nigga to go
baby.
down twice. You suck.
Amen.
That nigga
Went down first. That's why these Apex players like thick.
Hey, dude, I can't believe this is 2% today on the net. That's crazy. 2% back-to-back days is insane. Climb mountains, not so the world can see you, but so you can see the world, baby. God bless the Colt. God bless Josh. 30 for 30. Happy birthday, Nikki Bowen. Oh, yeah, you're getting down, huh, baby? Or nah. Oh. Oh, I didn't even get another. I tried to get it out there. And then I'm still seeing for this weekend. I might be able to make it. It depends. I have some family coming in. We're going to see. But I think if they come in at the later of the week, I might pull up on you, bro. If not, I'm going to wish you the best. And I'll set off a firework in San Diego for you. Just kidding. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to short next. I took the put on Netflix. I'm just, again, I was waiting for some of the negative effects of the password to hit, but nah. 30 for 30.
Oh yeah.
30 for 30. We did it. We did it, Joe. We did it.
Ready and excited. We're not soldiers. We're a team.
Huh?
Cold, alone.
Ban of AI.
That's my happy place.
Dude, AI though, I told you the story yesterday though. AI is stupid though. We don't know what they're doing like fully, but I didn't realize my girlfriend used ChatGPT and said some stupid shit. Like ChatGPT is like he's like I feel like he's just meant to, like he just talk like an Arab. He just say stuff. He's like my dad sometimes. Like, he'd be like, very good, very good. 100 years young, 100 year young. That's it, like, cause it just knows how to like talk. Like, you know, it just says words. Like that's why I was like, that's how I caught it when she sent me the little description. It would just like give adjectives to describe things, but the adjectives didn't match up with what it was describing. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be like a super old lady, and it would be like, oh, look at this young woman, and oh, it's this young, and it's like you could have like a car, like a beater. You could have like a Honda Civic with like fucking 500,000 miles, and it'd be like, this low mileage vehicle is so great. Wait a minute, what? Hold on.
Might be something good this way. Grappling.
As Roxanne would say, fortune favors the just.
Not all of us are in the ring.
My Honda feels attacked. I love the Honda. Have you seen the new Accord? That shit looks clean.
First blood.
I parked next to one the other day.
First blood on the enemy.
I think it was the Accord.
Check that
Yeah,
fool
bro.
out.
Is this it?
This way.
Nah, which one is it? Bro, it has like these dope ass tail lights.
The ring is in close
You know what I'm talking
proximity.
to? It looks still the new Accord. It looks clean from the front, but there's the tail lights on it. I was like, damn, that looks like it looked like an S class. I was actually very impressed with it. Give me the tail light. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah,
Only 30
yeah, I don't know
seconds
what it
left
looked.
on the
It looked
clock.
clean,
The
bro.
ring's close.
It looked clean. Is it the Civic?
Contact with target.
No, this whatever. This one right here. This one's clean, bro. So nah, man. Yeah, that's like one more DLC I'm buying.
Zip line here.
Around over here.
Target here.
Ring in hand.
Yeah, it does look like an 8.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Enemy taken down.
Better comparison.
More enemies down.
Lancer, I think it's the Lancer. That's it. AI. Yeah, Tesla's running. I mean, we're either going to stop short of 200 or we're going to 200 and then come down. Mercedes.
Reinforcements.
Bro, I can get you an EQS for like $300 to like $500 a month with like a MSRP of like 90 grand, which is crazy.
Care package coming
So
down.
just wait
Replenish
too.
the source.
If interest rates come back up, if interest rates come back up and the autos slow down like the beginning of the year, you could get them for like $350, bro.
Watch my back.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
healing.
you can lease hack
Flatline
them.
here.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Nah, $2,000, $2,000 down, but we're talking like average $400 on a $100,000 car. That's not bad. I think that's
Hook this up with some
it's
materials.
like $400 is a lot of money, but if that's
about we
within your
reposition
budget,
over
that's a steal of a deal for a car that you could put 30,000 miles on in 3 years, and then it's like it's clean. It's like a nice car. It's like fair, but then you just have to charge it. The Mercedes EQS. So the Mercedes EV.
Was it that
If you've
hard?
ever
Just
seen
look
it,
down.
it's has like
What the hell
four-wheel
is this?
turning.
Dude, I res and I
It's just
finished
like it's
them all.
clean.
Was
It
that
looked kind of like
hard?
it looked like a weird Honda. It looked like a Honda Accord with a Mercedes badge, but it's dope. No, 2,000 up front. It's a normal lease. So any normal lease, you can opt for less money down, but usually with the lease hacks, you got to put down $2K. $2,000 is like a normal due at signing, and then
Hook this up with some
taxes and
materials.
license, I believe too. I think it covers that. So it's not just like a down payment, but it's pretty decent. That one, that one, and Subaru, and then like Jeeps that aren't
Extended
Wranglers.
sniper mag
Those are the
here.
only
Level
3
4.
cars that can get deals.
Opening fire on our prey.
Otherwise, you haven't had any killer deals like that. I look now, it says 10. That's just, if you don't know what I'm referring to, the lease hack, then yeah, like, if you go there, you try to do it there, but there's like a couple of incentives that you can do, and then a couple dealers that extra one, they'll get you can get it at a discount.
Thermite is taking fire.
Yeah, I'm out to
Recharging my shield.
Netflix put dead, kind
Oh,
of.
marica, pero venga pues acá.
Down to $40. I bought it at 69. Down 50%, and I bought it down 50%.
Reloading.
Recharging my
So it
shield.
went down another 50%, but I bought it down 50%.
Contact with hostile.
You have a video on
Contact with enemy.
two videos on the car
That squad is
pretty much get certain incentives from the dealers, portion of the finance amount, you can lower it substantially. So on like a $100,000 car, if you're leasing it, you're really only leasing like $40,000. That's how much you're paying of the value. So now if you could reduce that $40,000 to $20,000, your monthly payment is going to be cut in half. And then, or again, that's a big difference, but you'd be surprised. Some dealers will give incentives. So like with the EQS, it'll be $100K but they'll give you $20,000 off if it sat on the lot for too long. They're not going to tell you that, but it's only a couple of them, and then you start adding these up. I've seen it. I've seen there's a couple going around. They're being advertised. I think it's like $500 or a little lower a month after 2K down.
Contact with target.
People are doing it with a lot of things, like being a AAA member, being a student, owning a different vehicle, owning the same type of vehicle, being in the military. Like there's all these, and again,
Let's check out that
those
way, friends.
vehicles, depending on whatever they got in the fire press. Sometimes like
Watch your back. Enemy there.
if you put a ton, you know, yeah, but don't put a ton of money.
The champion just fell. They must not be very good. They're
But
dropping a weapon.
otherwise, that money goes no real benefit. You'll save on interest, but the interest isn't going to kill you on that. Dude, 380 on Netflix. What is happening?
He backed out with his
How do you know so much about variable subjects? It's usually the stuff that I wanted that we couldn't
Heads
have,
up.
right?
We
Like
got an
people
enemy.
had stocks, houses, and cars. I was like, how the fuck do I get that? So I learned. But it's all under the guise of like that's why I pointed it out. Lending Tips couldn't even tell you what Nvidia was,
Grappling.
but he would tell you, did you see the bond market because of real estate? Like I'm telling you, what I just explained with the lease hacking, this is all just knowing how a loan and loan amounts work to create a payment. And that's all it really is. It's just different game where they have different incentives. The interest rate, how much does that cost? If you're getting financing deal or not. So in a weird way, from stocks to real estate, the underlying aspect of finance, that's the foundation.
rings closing in 1 instant halo. We should park there.
Oh, I need to
You
look
are
up that
bugging
profit.
everything
That's
I'm saying.
lending.
For a better angle. Taking fire.
Great. The ring is close. Less than a minute. Contact. Hostile spotted. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. Hostile right here.
No, the real lease hack is getting them to depreciate the car for you.
Recharging my shield.
And by them depreciating it through incentives,
Let's
you
hustle
get a
that way.
lower amount, and then you're paying way less of the depreciation
Ring closing in
than
10
would have
minutes. Just a
originally
shot
been
away.
owed. So that's the whole thing with the EQS. It's a $100,000 car, but you're going to get incentives
Nigga really taking
where
it.
you're only borrowing $30,000, you get another $15,000, $20,000 in incentives. You depreciate that off of the small finance.
Reinforcing my eco shield. Weapons ready. Enemy. Let's rush over there.
Raul. Well, we'll see. It's 10:19.
Oh,
Got a lot of time. Last
man.
update, Henry. I can't believe that was a real quote. Today, tomorrow, or the next day.
Getting shot at.
I am taking fire, friends.
Deploying evac tower.
Care package ready, friends.
Shots on me.
Giving. We should go this way.
Instead of
Another
10K
squad's
plus
pouncing on
money
us.
Factor, you paid 10K.
Hostile over there.
So
I'm
right,
taking
like
fire,
again,
friends.
$100,000.
Bitch, I'm making it.
You're gonna
Fuck
pay
you.
$30,000. That's how much you're gonna finance for 3 years. The car was $70,000.
No.
Almost.
I tried.
Lower that
tried.
payment. You get $10,000 off. Now we just cut that thing in half almost. And so now you're only paying the $15,000 remaining, and then the car will still have the same value at the end.
I'm getting hit from the very
How do
beginning.
you do this? Honestly, I'll tell you right
Replicator
now,
incoming.
when there's good deals, I'll go really deep into this and I'll show you. But right now, there's only 3 cars you can get. It's not, I'm telling you, you used to be able to do this with like dope shit. So right now, it feels like you want to wait till the market gets more inventory because they will hand these cars to you. Just don't forget, cars are toasters. So right now, it's just Subarus, Jeeps that aren't Wranglers. Those are the only cars that fail remotely decently. That's it. The EQS being the best one out of all of them. That don't work. I love you, man, but this is BS. I mean, if you've never tried it, sure, but I've done this several times. I mean, it's, again, I literally for several years, and then finding car deals is my little hobby. Just because I like cars, that's it. That's how I learned all this. But it's real. It's just few and far between. I think some of you have done it. I guess you showed this video to Chad, and some of you were like, Josh, I got a killer deal. I think Nikki B met his girlfriend doing lease hacking. So, it's crazy. Service maintenance, that depends on which car company it is. But I think general maintenance would be covered. But you have to do tires, brakes, and then anything on I don't know, I think maybe oil changes. They might be, I don't know. With EQS, no oil. Sold cars for years, very real. Yeah. I mean, just a lot of people don't know this stuff. That's the crazy. That's with everything I teach you is just most people are ignorant to this, and if you have knowledge, I mean, and you're willing to go an extra step, you can find some cool stuff, man. From houses to cars, it's in the description. So if you go to the car channel, in the description of this video, it'll say like new channels. I think it's the second one or the third one. I haven't posted on this in years. So yeah, all we did was oh, where'd the other video go? Wait, wasn't there another video? I think it got took there. I think I had the thumbnail of my ex-girlfriend. I think that's why. But oh, I guess it's not on there. I swear it was on here. That's crazy. I'll have to log back into that. No, there was another one. I made a whole entire lease hacking video. I showed you. Yeah, there's 2 videos at the top. Yeah, multiply your money factor by 0.0024. Get your. I think some people don't know this, and it's just remember, you go to a car dealer, they're just trying to make money. They will make so much money on an uninformed consumer than not. It's crazy. On anything related to a loan or money, run it up on you. Just like the market makers who hit market order. Oh, live tab. No, it might be there. That's the channel. Otherwise, we'll give you an update. But just wait till more car deals. Right now, it's not that good. But if you want an EQS, that would be
No fucking way he got that off.
Most car dealerships are I'm one of the 2 sales managers. I meant that I could explain how the lease works. Nobody else really gets it. Yeah, but then even then though, I know they don't try to screw you, but I mean most people will just take the first thing. And that's what I've seen a lot of. Why do we call it the Chinese yuan? Everywhere else calls it the renminbi. I don't know. I don't know. Different areas, but maybe some people don't want to piss off China.
No, me queda atrapado.
I don't think most people understand amortization. Yeah, that's a difficult concept. Bro, lending tips crowned me.
Nice.
Because we were on a call and I made one of the loan people explain the amortization. He was like, what are you doing? Why are you asking these questions? And I was like, because it doesn't make sense. I said, please explain this to me little by little, please. I said, hold on. Currencies, one domestic, one for international. Oh, so to identify it there. I mean, they also have a black market too. There's the stated currency, and then there's the unofficial trading as well.
And that's me eating slow, bro.
Abraham. LT, the volatility of LT's deals, he's been sending me somewhere. I'm like, how are you getting these now? And then they're so like, they're either like really good, and I'm like, and then this one is like really good. No news on debt ceiling. You had a negative McHenry comment, but insinuated they're still working, and then that's it. Damn. Hitting terminal a year later. Francisco Partners and New Relic bid. Nice. So that's why New Relic was moving. So, I got my Netflix email. I've got my Netflix email. They said, hey Josh, your Netflix is for you and the people you live in your household.
I'm Jump Master. Start winding and I'll turn this whole drop around.
I'm open to whatever. It's nice out or chilly? Middle. This coffee is gonna make me shit. Oh shit, I'm Jump Master crazy.
As Jump Master, I promise to find us a good place to kill everyone. This must be what a bullet feels like. Pretty cool.
Keep checking on the IP. Losing non-pay customers isn't a bad thing. Believe me, I like it for the what's it called? I like it for the, you know, I think it'll make them money, but just what you got to be careful of is the social reaction. Remember, that's why they stopped it the first time.
You guys
it was funny.
Longbow? Can y'all tell me
It was like a baby A baby Budweiser situation. Dude, you don't remember the first time they announced it, and then people posted what was up with it, and then people went crazy. Everybody on social media, the backlash, all of that. So I think it's kind of a cultural thing, getting people used to this idea that you can't share your Netflix account. And it just, as long as there's no social backlash, I think it'll be profitable for them. But we'll see how emotionally charged people get with being forced to buy another account.
Launching to a new angle.
Yeah, the rally's probably them with investors seeing they're actually doing it. Yeah, because last time they were like, well, no, we did that for South America. No, we did that for these. No, we're not doing it. Okay, we're doing it. So I think, and then they finally sent everybody the emails.
Gonna track down some loot here. I've got your back. And your front. I never understood that saying. RE45 here.
I think it's dumb. It's like people leaving or getting mad they can't share their account. It's like getting mad a store doesn't let you walk in or take anything for free. It's not like that. I think it's just like, it's not like people are stealing. I guess it's kind of like,
Optics here.
it's like going to the movies and being able to bring in your own food. They have a sign that says no outside food, but every time you walk in with your own Skittles, your own blanket, your own soda, the security guard just like, yeah, do your thing, bro. That's what, like, and they don't care, right? And then for like 10 years, they let you walk in with your own popcorn for 10 years. And you're like, yeah, what's up? And then nobody ever makes an issue. And then all of a sudden, you come in one day, you were trying to watch a movie, and they're like, you can't bring that in here. You got to pay to bring that in here. We'll let you bring it in, but you have to pay $2.99. And they'd be like, what? I've been here for 10 years. What do you? So that's I don't know. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. But I mean, it is. I mean, it is something along the lines of, I mean, they offer a service. You have to pay for it. And that's it. Whether they enforced it or not, it doesn't change the thing. I don't equate it to like just walking in a store and then walking out with Kit Kats. But it's like, because they allowed it for such a long time. And then now everyone's like, well, what do you mean I have to pay for it? Like, they're like, this whole time you let me not pay for it. And like, first one's free. Oh yeah, I guess it's the same as going to your. That's a good example.
Cargo bot.
Yeah, damn, bro. My girlfriend just texted me. Oh shit, she's listening. Everybody hide. Everybody hide right now. She said, hello, I could add to this conversation. Idea isn't bad, but the execution is bad. Traveling multiple houses, it's inconvenient. She's the one. She takes it personal, because that's why I'm like, hey, we got to go here. We got to go here. So, yeah.
Optics here. Optics here.
She said execution is bad. I said it like I was getting yelled at. That's how it was. We call her. I don't. She'll get you. She'll be like, "Hello," and then once I tell her she's live, she'll give you like one word answer. And she'll freak out.
Yo, Vantage,
Tell her
give our
about
teammate
Sweden.
that golden knockdown.
Dog, she's not from Sweden. She would call you a dumb American.
Take it easy.
You know why? Because that's what she would call me every time I would say Sweden. She's like, you guys always think it's Sweden. It's Swiss. Switzerland.
I'm just saying.
Big difference. And then she'll roll her eyes, and then you'll be like, what?
Level 3. Knockdown shield here. Level 4.
Switzerland is the same thing as Sweden. Changed my mind. Honestly, I told her the same thing. I feel.
Knockdown shield here.
I feel.
Level 1.
Level 1. Oh.
Your laptop or Roku should work traveling. Yeah, what are you gonna watch on or like Hulu? Like Hulu only has like Shark Tank and like random
Moving past though
shows.
for a better angle.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I like the
That way. Come on.
I like Netflix. I think it'll be profitable for them eventually. I'm just worried about people like my girlfriend.
Oh.
That's it. That's all. Because I'm telling you, even my girlfriend, she's even mad. You see it, bro. She just heard one thing about it. She just went like you guys in the chat. She was like, I could add something to this. It's awful.
Because they have to
It's
come towards
awful.
us.
Like, that's it. A lot of people are going to get mad about it. That's all. We've seen it a couple times
Damn.
already. So hopefully I hope they can execute better to not piss everybody off. I don't have Tesla in the long term. I have swing shares that I'm in right now, but I don't have them in the long term. I grabbed a put on Netflix. I think it had a reverse effect.
Come on, man. Something.
Will you make Pfizer a long term? Maybe, but these shares I'm gonna hold them for. I'd be down to hold these shares for a quarter or two on my Pfizer shares. I want the Ozempic shit. I'm telling you, Wall Street can't handle themselves with it. And honestly, I mean, I've seen it. Just whenever these like once in a generation drugs come around, I like them a lot. I'm mad I couldn't get Novo. I would buy Novo if Novo didn't already rock it. So Pfizer, I just don't like Pfizer for other reasons, but I'm down to play that for a while. If it does go really, really low, I'll turn it into a long term, but I'm down to ride that one for a little bit. I'm not really, you know, it could have a little bit of downside if people keep selling value or bad vaccine guidance, but just Ozempic, dude, that's it. Novo is the pure play on it, but it's too expensive for Novo. So you mean Ozempic exposure, multi-year discount? I'll take it. That's it. It was Pfizer. Is it safe and effective to buy Pfizer? I think you got like maybe another 5-10% downside, but even then, they've already been murdered this year. That's one thing to keep in mind.
If you're with me, I'm with you.
Ozempic. Auto parts. Seeing little ads for Ozempic. It's here, bro. I'm telling you. My mom even told me about Ozempic. Everybody's already talking about Ozempic. This thing is blown up even faster than most drugs do. It's already been around. It's already hit the celebrities. You're already getting variations of it. Ozempic is like, it is the new breakthrough drug of the decade. Like, just think of what was, again, like, you remember the fucking, we were talking about it, what was it called? Hydroxycut, ephedrine, and even then, those had their own thing, but it is very, like, it's big, it's doing it, and like, it has such a dramatic effect, people can't ignore it. I'm talking about bodybuilders perform. That's why I'm saying it's like, it's still early in a weird way. It's kind of like AI, but they're already on their second stage because all of the companies already ripped. So again, if Novo, we get a discount, that would be a great pickup. Because again, biotechs, if you get the confirmation and it becomes a drug of this mass scale, that's 15 years, bro. That's 10 years. Literally, Amgen, Allergen is made off of one drug going crazy. Even Abivai is off of one big drug that sweeps the world. Humira. You can build a whole entire biotech empire off of one good drug if it has that. So I like Ozempic a lot. I don't even know the fucking consequences of it, so we'll see. Maybe that changes, but for the most part, though, for like investing and as long as the hype still remains, though, it's like I want some of that. And if Pfizer's getting in the game, that is the cheapest exposure to it right now because everybody else is already going apeshit over it. Hair loss? Well, listen, man, I've been losing hair without losing any weight, so sign me up. Actually, no, man, my vitamin's been working, bro. I'm telling you, I've had a +1 hairline increase. I've been loving it lately, actually.
We win this together.
No news on the debt ceiling yet. The latest ones were, I don't know if you were here. I think you were. It was just those McHenry headlines. And then they're like, we're going to work 2, 3, 4 days. And then we still got to make a deal. We're working hard.
Attention.
There is a new kill leader.
Retrieved our comrade's banner.
Am I getting sponsored by Keep?
Protected, keeping us safe.
Is it that? That's the adult diapers, right? If it is, that's a funny ass joke. Because they say one of the potential side effects of Ozempic is you shit your bed. Fun fact. I think somebody said that yesterday or 2 days ago. There was like a report on it. Oh, it's for hair loss? Oh, I thought that was a joke about Ozempic and diapers. I was like, that's funny. Keeps is for hair? I just have an awful hair. I told you, I felt bad the last time I told you guys about the vitamins because like I just saw progress and then I told you about it. But I was like, this sounds like an ad. This totally sounds like an ad. I don't like it. I don't like sounding like an ad. Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I'm not that funny. Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were, Doug. You came close. You came close. Either Keeps was a good joke. Keeps was a good joke. We could give it a pass. All right, you're finally going. Again, 4185 is my downside level. So if you can't break 4185, that's it. But we'll probably need a headline to do that. What vitamins? It's
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Nioxin. It's a Nioxin vitamin with like biotin, zinc, and iron. Your nails will grow like crazy, but it will actually grow your hair. It's crazy. That's it. I think I was just a malnourished individual, but I've seen a huge increase in like 3 months of just a vitamin. It's just biotin. But even then, if you look at the Nioxin stuff in here, most of them are expired. I saw it on the Amazon reviews. People were like, they're all expired. And then I went into Ulta and I noticed all expired. It still works. I even told the lady at Ulta, she said, listen,